Hey folks, I'm looking at this blog article by a Kay Ginn. Now this is a lady from the Midwest. She's an educator, school teacher for 24 years. She teaches 100 kids plus per day. She says, I'm overqualified for the nutty. Anyway, she has this wonderful blog article about the Navy commissions 3 new ships. Now the article was done a few months back in the summer of 2008, and the one ship that she talks about, the USS Reagan, was commissioned in July of 2004. Anyway, I'm looking at the photograph of this beautiful ship, the USS Reagan, passing the Arizona Memorial in Hawaii. It's just phenomenal. I mean, this ship is just huge. By the way, all the sailors are standing on attention as they pass the memorial. It's quite a thing to see. This ship is a monster. Shoulder to shoulder, it's 4.5 acres. Displacement is 100,000 tons. Top speed, 30 knots, powered by 2 nuclear reactors that can operate for more than 20 years without refueling. Expected to operate in the fleet for about 50 years. The aircraft carries over 80 combat, the ship carries over 80 combat aircraft. The arresting cables can stop a 28-ton aircraft going 150 miles per hour and less than 400 feet. The size towers 20 stories above the waterline, 1,092 feet long, nearly as long as the Empire State Building. The flight deck covers 4.5 acres. The propellers, 4 of them, 21 feet across, weighing 66,000 pounds. The dates, this thing was commissioned, finally arrived at its home port of San Diego, California in July of 2004. Carries more than 6,000 Navy personnel. Carries enough food and supplies to operate for 90 days, 18,000 meals per day. Distillation plants provide 400,000 gallons of fresh water from the sea daily. Nearly 30,000 light fixtures, 14,000 pillowcases, 28,000 sheets. Costs the Navy approximately $250,000 per day when it's sitting on the side of the pier. Costs the Navy approximately $25 million per day when underway operations. Well, it's just unbelievable. Now the liberals are going to hate me. They can't stand anything that's military. They hate the fact that we even commission a ship like this. But let me tell you something. When this baby rolls into port, especially in the Mideast, trust me, the world takes notice. United States is still the #1 military power in the world, and the USS Reagan just shows that we are. And now we have the USS Bill Clinton. Sunday, July 2nd, 2006, sailing from Vancouver, British Columbia, its home port, is heading for Seattle, Washington. The U.S. Navy welcomes its latest member to its fleet. And pictured above, the USS William Jefferson Clinton, CVS-1. The ship is the first of its kind in the Navy, and it's a standing legacy to President Bill Clinton for his foresight in military budget cuts. The ship is constructed entirely from recycled aluminum. It is completely solar powered with a top speed of 5 knots. It boasts an arsenal comprised of 1 unarmed F-14 Tomcat. The deck covers an area of 100 square feet. Is 100 feet long, but it cannot launch the aircraft. As a standing order, there are no firearms allowed on board. The 20-person crew is completely diversified, including members of all races, creeds, sex, and sexual orientation. On board, the USS Clinton carries 1 DNC universal translator that can send out messages of apology in any language to anyone who may find America offensive. The number of apologies are limitless, and though some may sound hollow or disingenuous, the Navy advises all apologies will sound very sincere. It's largely rumored that the ship will also be set for the upcoming season of MTV's The Real World. And finally, we have the USS Barack Obama. No description is necessary. Here's the photo of this guy. I can't stop laughing. Anyway, folks, the liberals hate me. The Democrats, of course, they think the USS Clinton and the USS Barack Obama is exactly what the world needs. I mean, their administration is going to do everything in their power to completely take a machete to the U.S. military defense spending budget. God forbid if we end up that way, and God forbid if the USS Barack Obama puddles into your port. I mean, everybody's going to be laughing themselves silly. Okay, have a great day. Bye-bye.